This is an offset video. What I want to talk about in this video is pretty much simple. And I'm going to show you on this card right here. How is everybody? I wish I can name everybody that is here. I'm going to tell you right now, I have to make sure that I say everything possible to let you know that how much I am so intent for everything that is around. I know I have not been here as much as I've been here before. I know I have not done the same videos as before, but I know you're there. It's that we know we're here, and we're not saying, what does he know? It doesn't matter what I know. It doesn't matter what you know. It's what we share that we now all know, that we all see the difference. Things that we've done in school. What have we done in school? Simple little things. Let's just have a simple little cutout. So the teacher makes these cutouts. Now, what does this cutout mean? Well, it means what I could do and what I can't do. That's all. What can I do and what I can't do? Okay. I got a bird or I got a plane. What we can do, what we can't do. E. Now we got a heart. Now we got a dart. You see what we have here? Can anybody see anything here that's special? 1, 2, 3, and 2 spaces in between. Is the space called the black? What is our black out? Next thing I want to bring up is a simple little round box. I can put it over my head. I can work it over my shoulders to shape something. Or I can take this brown box and turn it into a little lighthouse. There you go. Omega, Alpha Omega. Now what you do is you let it go up a little bit higher. Okay, now you got an 8, but you got this kind of 8. What kind of 8? With a pinion, with this top. This is the same top they have on the 6. The same top they have on the 6. Okay, 6 is the angel. Why is it the angel? Because it's called, I call it the cap. It's on the 6. I call it angel. A-N-G-E-L. 1, 14 is 15. G is 7. L is 12 and 5. 7, 12, and 5 equals 24. That's X. A-N is your DNA. Equals to your 14 and 1 is your egg. It's your spirit. It's your Mars. It's your spirit and your Mars, but it's got A and A, so it's 2 angles of the angel. It's 2 lives. Because it's not just a computer that's going into you, but your computer's keeping together your actual reality, your mind. It doesn't matter where your mind goes. It's still alive with something. We still need the spirit, okay, to breathe, to read off of, to know what the mind, but the question is the mind its own processor? Can it live without the major system? Most likely, yes. Once you have the space, inside empty space is filled with some kind of air, some kind of solenoid. I don't know what it is, but once you're in the space, you're alive and you're able to connect. How can I explain it? We're in this air right now. We breathe. I'm assuming the spirit is inside the breath we take. That goes into our lungs, that transports into our blood, or however it works. I'm not a scientist right now, and we live. So if space collapses, that means the universe dies. That means everything dies, and guess what? We got to start over from scratch. So there's backup systems for backup systems for backup systems. Here you have your 8, okay? Now we can take it like this, okay? Or we can turn your 8 now into the cubed world. 2 cubes. 2 cubes, 2 worlds. But if I want to show you something, if you have a cube world, I cannot put another cube right here. This is already taking the space. If I want to do a cube world, what I'm going to have to do, okay, is make this splice here so that you can fit the 2 together like building blocks. I'm going to rip this up just to show you. I take the same thing. You can save this if you want. We can weld this on for the welding. You take this and you have to take it off because you see it's the opposite way. It's in the way. Or you put it on the side. But we're going to rip it off. Where we can use this next is we can fold it. We can fold it here. You see my thing? We fold it here and then weld it so it stays on. So now you see, we now have a box going one way, a box going the other way. And this part here, you can walk through. But this part here is you have to go all the way around. And it makes the first part of your tic-tac-toe. Because tic-tac-toe needs another one of these. And then another one of these. It's got 2 of these this way and 2 of these this way. There's 4 of them. Don't forget, in a book that you have, okay, depending on the kind of book that you have, in these books it's one thing. In these books, 1 page is 2 sides, but in a real book, 1 page, this is a real book. This is exactly a real book. How many pages are in it? It shows 1/4 of the pages. This is a real book. Page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, page 6, page 7, page 8. I'm sorry, there's 8 pages. Am I wrong? Did you want me to leave it like this? There would have been 4. Which way does it go? Now we do not have to make this. If I do not count the splices, then all we do is we fold it in half and we have 4. If we fold it again, we have 8. But now there's a blockage. And it has to go around like a U. And we do see the U's and we question all the reason for everything that does exist and everything that goes on. Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. Before I end it, the numbers, I'm assuming, to get 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, you need 2 cubes. To get 1, 2, 3, and where 1 and 1 and 1 and 2 is a loser in the game of craps, in which 1 and 1 is 6 and 6, the 2 worlds, and 2 worlds versus man, 11, okay, which is Venus. Venus is already the 2 worlds, so you can't have it fighting itself. The 6 and 5 is communication, where 1 and 2 will make it 7, 7 and complete that communication. So if you throw the 1 and 2, you have alpha beta, but you do not have who to connect. But that is also discussable for a better understanding based on who and how, who sees what, the numbers their way. And remember, if we have 56 the wolf versus 21 or 12, whichever way you want to go, we're only going to use it as 3. We're only going to use it as 9 or 12. Why would we use it at 9 and 12? Because we do not know whether we should go 21 or 12. But if we do go 21 or 12, okay, 21 times 3 is 63. That'll create the beta world because 63 equals number 11. If we go 12, it equals 36. It equals to the creation of the 3 worlds of 6, 6, and 6, which is the center of each one of these. 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. 2 of the 6s, okay, come from 2 parts of the creation of the heart. And again, it's discussable because 1 over here and 1 over here. And we put the 1 up here. And now we got the 3 worlds. Which way would you like to put it? What do you want to do? We have to discuss it. I don't have the final answers. Maybe I do and I don't even know it. We did the book. We did the numbers. We were talking about the numbers. That's right. 7, 8, and 9, where, like I said, 1 and 7. 7 is a creation of 2 cubes. So we would have 3 dice. If I went 1 and 7, I need 3 areas. So I'd use G, A, and B. And that says BAG is a bag. It's a ring for the 7th gate. In French, it's a bag with a G-U-E, which is like the letter E in French, which is run. I can't explain that. Forget. I don't want to get lost in that. The bag, which is the beta world, which is the piano, G-A-B, not touching the center C, in which A and B equals C. You automatically, A and B together, recreate itself through C. C, 1 and 2 or 2 and 1, says C-L-U in the alphabet, and in French it says clou. If you read it as C-L-U or C-U-L, it would say cad. It means to sink, or it means dead end, the end of the road. We're talking about 1 and 2 and 5 and, no, 1 and 2. We were talking about the game of craps. I shouldn't have done that to myself, but I was thinking. I guess we're going to leave it at this. I'm a little lost right now. I don't know where I was, and some people out there are already telling me I've been lost forever. It's all fine. You can say whatever you want. I'm doing what I have to do, regardless of what anybody says. I'm not stopping. It's what I add on, and what I don't talk about is the biggest difference of all. Raphael 7286 and the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video.